Leza live on the radio this morning on the news. 103.5 FM KYCA. Is it already Wednesday? I can't believe it's already hump day. Where does the time go? It just flies by when you're having fun, right, Drew? Always a good time. Yeah. Right. 9, the big old witching hour of 9 a.m., which is quite delightful, I might add. Yes, quite delightful. How's Matt Hinshaw this morning?
Present, accounted for.
Uh-huh.
I'm not going to rant about the traffic like I did
Yeah.
earlier. I will leave it alone.
Yeah,
But
summertime, the traffic ramps up here in our area. And does it ever die down anymore, though? I mean, we have a constant flow of people coming and going in our area.
the amount is fine. It's
Yes.
the chaos
It's the chaos.
that's happening. Yeah.
Yes.
It being specifically off of 69,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, a dozen times a day.
Right.
Stressful.
Yes. Well, keep that road rage at a minimum, will you?
No promises.
Well, it's so funny because if people are in a hurry on 69, it's like, you know what? You're not going to get there any quicker than the rest of us. Just settle in and, go, like Matt said, 10 over the speed limit.
Well,
if you're going over 10 over, you've got a problem because, you're not going to get there any quicker.
Why don't you just plan a little better?
Right.
You know during the summer there's going to be more traffic. There's not going to be as many parking spaces available.
Right.
So give yourself 10, 15 minutes extra so you could cruise around and, try to limit your stress. I mean, come on, folks.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's
Choose
not
your
brain
battles.
surgery.
you're going to hit the same 46 stoplights that I'm going to hit too.
That's my
so
point.
What's the point?
That's my point.
Exactly.
You're going to get there the exact same time. Don't get all heated and worked up. Just turn on the radio and take it easy. My commute at 8:15 in the morning is quite delightful. I don't see anybody on the road. There's nobody. Everybody's
I saw two
already
deer
at
this
work.
morning.
You did,
Yeah.
yeah. Well,
Actually, John had two deer right in front of his office.
I love it. I love the deer. Yes, that's another reason to slow it down.
Absolutely.
Right? They
Got
don't
a lot
know.
of critters.
Yes.
Yes,
absolutely. So, rain at my house yesterday afternoon.
I was jealous.
Yes, we had that monsoon rain, the buildup of the big black clouds moved in, and then we had thunder. Didn't see any lightning because it was light out, but hard, heavy rain, not for long, but so much that I sat outside to enjoy it. Bubba was like, what's happening? Didn't quite hail, but it came down hard. At times I thought it might be hail.
Well, they gave that term scattered showers.
Yes.
And literally about 100 feet before Gail Gardner, it looked like a line, just a solid straight line where it stopped raining.
Yes.
And I never got any rain. My buddy called, it rained 20 minutes at his house, and I just poured. And he's like, I said, I don't have a drop.
Right.
Nothing. I'm in my shorts out here,
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
And then you got rain, and then I think Williamson Valley got some rain, and, like they said, it was scattered all over.
Yeah.
But, that 10%, turned out pretty good if you were one of the 10% that got it.
Right. Do we have a percent today that it might happen again?
Yes, and it's actually increased. We're looking at 15% in the afternoon again.
All
and
right.
again, it's going to be scattered.
Yes.
So you might get rain, I may not, Matt might get it, who knows.
Right.
But,
right.
if you're getting it, when it opens up, it's coming down.
Yes.
I mean, like a third. I
Yeah.
mean, Steve Shishka got all kinds of rain.
He's close to me.
Yeah.
Right.
So, you guys got hammered.
Well,
That's good.
I'm happy about it. Definitely happy about it. And, I saw something on the internet yesterday that I thought was interesting. The signs of heat exhaustion and heat stroke. People are still out and about. We're not used to this kind of heat. And the symptoms of heat exhaustion are different than heat stroke. And what you do to minimize both is different. So I thought I'd share this. The symptoms of heat exhaustion: dizziness, thirst, heavy sweating, nausea, weakness, body temperature near normal. So that might throw you off, okay? And what to do: stop the activity, rest in a cooler place, go into air conditioning if possible. If awake and alert, drink small amounts of water or a sports drink. Drink a half a glass of water every 15 minutes. So don't guzzle a ton of water. That's not going to do you any good. It says to remove your clothes and apply wet cool cloths to the skin.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. And it says to call 911 if you come into this situation and the person is refusing water, vomits, or loses consciousness. That's heat exhaustion. Now, heat stroke, symptoms, throbbing headache, confusion, rapid, weak pulse, shallow breathing, vomiting, body temperature at 105. Seizures. This is serious.
Wow.
Again, get into a cooler place, quickly cool the body. If you have ice packs, wrap them in a cloth and place them at the wrists, the ankles, armpits, and neck to cool down blood vessels. Do not force a person to drink water. If they're throwing up, I guess, is the sign. Watch for signals of breathing problems. Keep yourself or the person lying down and call 911 if you have those symptoms.
Sounds like my Friday night on Whiskey Row.
You're not that lucky.
Taking clothes off, putting wet towels on. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You liar.
That's how you go to the rodeo dance.
So anyway, it's kind of serious with this kind of heat. I have a son-in-law who loves to mountain bike in the heat, and I send this to him, and I'm like, I trust that you know best, but I'm a mom, and of course I worry. So there, I'm sharing it with you guys as well. Kind of interesting stuff.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Everybody needed that.
You're welcome. Yeah, just a little reminder that if you're overheated, it could be a serious situation.
Well, I'd like to throw something out if you don't mind.
Please. Oh,
I
yeah.
saw somebody walking their dog yesterday,
The
and
worst.
this dog was putting down his paws and jumping up. All you got to do, people, is put your hand on the ground. If it's too hot for your hand,
Yes.
don't walk your dog.
Right. I 100% agree with you.
We got to use, they can't tell us that it's hot.
Right.
But, I just saw that, and I literally pulled over and said, I'll give your dog a ride.
Yeah.
You, I might question, but the dog I'd give a ride to. But
Right.
no, they said no, they were around the corner, and I'm like, put booties on the dog.
Pick up
Do
the
something.
dog. Pick it up if you have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And this was like a medium dog. I would say about 30 pounds.
Right.
So it could have been carried. It's not like Bella at 65, 70 pounds now
Right.
where you're going to carry her. But,
Right.
people,
Yes.
your dogs are important. Take care of them.
They are very important. Yes. Did you want to add something?
No, I was going to ask what's life exhaustion, if that's heat exhaustion and heat stroke. But
Oh,
after
life exhaustion.
Drew's serious topic kind of,
Yeah.
But that's
Hey, I got to fight for the dogs out there.
Absolutely.
It's true,
There's
though.
not bad dogs, just bad dog owners.
Right. There you go.
It's
there you go.
it's a very valid concern.
It
and
is.
especially down in the valley. But up here, people don't think about it because our asphalt and our concrete typically don't get that hot. But it
they
is
do.
now.
But they
It
do.
is.
They do get hot. Yes, absolutely. I have to tell you guys about the traffic jam in the valley this morning. I'm listening to the news, and people stopped on the 101. At first, they thought it was a snake. It turns out it was a monitor lizard, a 2-foot-long monitor lizard just slithering across the 101. People stopped. I would stop.
Absolutely.
People on the news were saying, why would you chance a traffic accident to save the life of a monitor lizard? But, it looks like a small dinosaur if you've ever seen one.
They're a very big animal.
Yes. Yeah.
2 feet long. That's a rare one.
That's the big
big.
one. Yeah,
you
that's
don't see
big.
those.
And I guess it went down into a drain. And then later on, they're reporting that animal people tried to rescue it, and they did. And they said the video's hilarious because the lizard's trying to bite the people, trying to save its life, so it doesn't go back out on the freeway. But so traffic jam caused by monitor lizard in the Valley of the Sun. I went somewhere new last night. I went to the Betsy Wine Bar across from Founding Fathers, and it was quite lovely.
I haven't been there.
Yes. I think I don't know if you have to be a member to go. I'm not a member. I went with members. I was invited to go as a guest, and it was just something new that I've never experienced, and so I thought I'd mention it on the radio. Had a lovely glass of wine and some nice conversation.
Celebrity guest.
Celebrity guest, yeah,
Got
that's what it was. That's I had to wear like a name tag that said celebrity guest.
And you had your bodyguards with
Bodyguards and Bubba.
Yep.
The entourage.
You're
The
so
entourage,
funny.
yeah.
You're so funny, Matt. No, not quite. Hey, today is National Pina Colada Day.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, you like a good
Oh,
pina
that's,
colada?
That's the only drink to drink when you're on the beach.
On the beach, on vacation. Would you order it in a bar or at a restaurant with your dinner?
If I want to get beat up.
No,
I was thinking something similar.
no. I mean, it's just not a drink that you would order with your dinner, But on a beach, on vacation, in any scenario, the pina colada.
Maybe not a beach in Alaska, but
Yeah.
I still probably would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that really your go-to on vacation?
Oh yeah, that's like
love
the
it.
drink to have on the beach.
Yeah.
Like it's tropical,
Right.
it's sweet.
Sometimes you can get it in a coconut with an umbrella. And
Yeah, you got to have the umbrella.
Yeah, all the things. Well, it's believed a bartender at the Hilton in San Juan, Puerto Rico, created the drink back in 1954 by mixing coconut, pineapple, and rum. And the hotel claims it took the mixologist 3 months to concoct it. I mean,
Must have been a big pina colada.
must have been right. And the name came a lot quicker. Of course, pina means pineapple. Do you know what colada means?
I know what colonic means. Is that the same thing?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Colada means strained.
Oh,
So straining
close enough.
the pineapple. Yeah, so there's no pulp in it, I guess. But anyway, enjoy National Pina Colada Day. It's also National Kitten Day. Overdose on the aggressive cuteness of a kitten today before it turns into a cat. Just saying. Not that I hate on cats, but kittens are very cute. Cats, can be.
It's also my buddy Steve's birthday, who
Happy
listens
birthday,
to this show.
Steve.
Yeah, he's
Way to
down
go,
in
Steve.
Phoenix, and he listens to the show.
He needs to enjoy a Pina Colada Day on his
Yeah.
birthday.
Former Courier editor back in the day. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, well,
So,
good
happy
morning
birthday.
and happy birthday. Should we sing?
Yeah.
Should we sing?
No, we
Sing?
should not go
No?
that far.
Okay. All right. Well, this is
I don't
kind of
think I want to torture him too much more.
All right. Well, this might torture him a little to know that his birthday is also on Teddy Bear Picnic Day. Come on.
A teddy bear.
Teddy bear, and it is exactly what you think. Grab your teddy bear and go have a picnic with it. That is the dumbest thing. That's one of the dumbest things
Wait.
I've ever heard.
I have to have a specific day to do that?
Talk about getting beat up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I sit there with my teddy bear and my
Yeah.
pina colada
Yeah.
at a picnic table at Watson Lake. It's
Have
fine.
fun with that. Have a lot of fun with that. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I'm lonely.
How can you be lonely when you have us in your life?
And a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Well, I got you
and
guys
apparently a
a
slew
teddy
of
bear.
teddy bears.
I got you for a good solid hour every day.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's more than most.
Yeah,
Well, I
see?
guess most have us for an hour. every
True.
day.
They just turn on
If
the
they
radio.
tune into the right radio station,
Yeah.
right? Okay. This is crazy. Just coming home from the beach, sharks are on your mind when you're there. I don't know because these shark attacks have become more and more often. What's the word? Convenient? Not convenient. They happen more
Prevalent?
often. Prevalent. Thank you.
You're
Well,
welcome.
a Florida teenager was attending lifeguard training camp on Monday morning. He was practicing diving into the water when he landed right on top of a 5-foot-long black-tipped shark, which then bit him in the leg.
You think?
I mean, wouldn't you see a 5-foot shark?
I would think so.
Especially a black shark in the clean water down there in Florida.
You
You're
would
gonna see it.
think. You would think. Well, he was taken to the hospital with injuries that are considered not to be life-threatening. The question is, will he or will he not go back to lifeguard camp? I'm thinking no.
I'm going no.
No. Drew? Bit
You
by
know,
a shark?
I'd like to say yes, but he's obviously not that bright to jump in with the shark in the first place. So
Let's
he's
hope
probably,
he doesn't.
He's probably not going to do it
Yeah,
again.
let's hope he doesn't. All right. I have another story worth sharing this morning. This is amazing, and you're going to love this one, Drew. Finally, artificial intelligence might have a useful purpose for us. Understanding what your dog is trying to say. Researchers at the University of Michigan have been working on AI software to translate barking into English. They have 74 dogs being used for the experiment, and the same speech processing tech used for humans is being programmed to distinguish between playfulness or aggression and even the nuances of barks so that maybe within a year we'll know exactly what Bubba and Bella are trying to say to us. Does that change everything?
Yeah, this is how society
good.
is taken down. The
Yeah?
dogs are going to rise up,
Well, they kind of already own us,
right?
but
And
yeah.
if they can tell us what to do, we're really in trouble.
I know, exactly. But there are definitely different barks,
Oh, absolutely.
and they are trying to tell us different things. More and more, I'm understanding what he's trying to say. My 16-year-old, all she says all day long is, "Mom, mom, 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 come get me, mom, mom, mom." I can understand.
She needs to expand her vocabulary a little bit.
Not really.
I wish she'd stop talking altogether.
Well, there's Ma.
She gets everything she wants with just mom. So
True.
why would you start?
All she wants is mom.
All she
all
wants
day
is
long.
mom. I
and
can
all night
understand
long.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
There's also Ma, and then there's Mommy,
Mamia,
and then
mamacita,
yeah, see,
madre. Yeah,
get it.
mother, mom.
just change it
I,
up.
well, hey now,
Woman, wow,
old woman.
That
You
was
called
not
me an
me.
old
That
woman.
was
I didn't
not
call
me.
you an old woman.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Our listeners heard it.
I said old woman.
I
That-
think
I didn't say the
Play
dog
back
was
the
calling
tape.
you an old woman.
I think he owes us $5 for the
Fuck.
Yeah.
mispronunciation jar.
we gotta make sure and give Barry that. By the way,
Give him the money?
I
No
thought that's what
way.
we were talking about.
No,
Oh,
we're going to lunch on that.
okay.
Okay.
Do
There
we
you
have
go.
to go to Torme though?
We can go wherever we want.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. We should move on. We have Kelly Tolbert in the house. She's going to bring us her
Yay.
midweek weekend preview. Let's ask Kelly how many events she went to over the 4th of July week last week.
I don't even want to know.
You
I'm
don't
sure
want
she
to know?
was
She probably
party
hit
animal.
them all. Yeah, she probably hit them all. So Kelly's coming up next here on Leza Live. Right now, you got to check it out. If you're not following the Artful Eye Jewelers on Facebook and Instagram, do it. Because it's super, super fun for everybody to see jewelry get a makeover. They post the before picture when you bring in your jewelry, and then they post the after picture with the design that they've come up with stuff that you already had in your jewelry box. It is super fun to do and super fun, even if it's not your own jewelry, to check out. And if you do have jewelry just laying around the house, a diamond here, a ring there, grab it all. Take it on down to the Artful Eye Jewelers for their free jewelry design consultation. Super fun, and you get to repurpose what, like I said, is just sitting around your house doing nothing. Turn your old jewelry into something you will love to wear again. The Artful Eye Jewelers are experts at this process. Ideas and estimates are always free at the Artful Eye Jewelers, middle of Whiskey Road, downtown Prescott. And we will be right back. Welcome back, and thanks for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM, and she's here like she is every Wednesday. It's Kelly Tolbert with her midweek weekend preview. Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday,
Thank
everybody.
you. Same to you. Tell me, how many events did you hit during the 4th of July holiday week last week?
Well, I was actually working an
You
event,
were.
so I was taking some downtime in between.
Uh-huh.
The heat is really killer out there, as you were talking about
Yes.
earlier, so it's important to take your downtime too.
Yes.
And so I was in the air conditioning
Nice.
when I wasn't helping people out at their parties.
Right. Well, how fun. You had a lot of
Yeah,
parties to
it
work,
was great.
huh?
Yeah,
Good
I
for
did.
you. Good
Lots
for
of
you.
Parties going on, so I'm thankful for that.
Perfect. So you didn't go to the rodeo or the parade or
I did not.
the
You know,
kiddie
I really
parade?
enjoy the rodeo, but
Yeah.
I don't go every year.
Yeah.
And it took me a while to get there after
Yeah.
I first moved here. I used to go to the horse races when they had
Yes.
those there and really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Memorial Day to Labor Day, I remember them.
I remember those too.
Yeah.
Prescott Downs.
That's
So
when
much
you
fun.
could go see everybody in town. And
Mm-hmm. And
place your bets.
The old broadcaster, gosh, I'm going to forget his last name, but his first name was Fisk, I think. And I worked with him here at KYCA.
Aw.
Yeah, and he would call the races over there at Prescott Downs. And so I got to go behind the scenes with him and check it all out. And we did a lot of videotaping and stuff. It was really cool.
Great memories.
Very good memories.
Yeah.
Well, cool. So are there any events going on this week?
We've got a few things going on.
Okay,
Yeah. So
please
never
tell.
a dull moment in our little Prescott.
That's right.
The movies at the Elks are resuming tonight, and
Okay.
it's Kung Fu Panda 4, which
Fun.
I didn't even know. Matt probably knows.
Yeah, did you see it? Did you like it? What'd you give it?
I have not seen Kung Fu
Okay.
Panda 4.
Well,
You got to
here's-
put that on your list.
Here's something for you to do.
As
tonight.
if you needed homework.
Well, but I was going to go have a picnic with my teddy bear at Watson
Oh.
Lake, and now I have to go to a movie?
You could probably take your teddy
Jeez.
bear to the movie.
Probably.
Liz might frown on that, but
Uh-oh.
we'll see.
We'll have
Okay.
to check with her.
We'll ask.
That movie
All
starts
right.
at 7
It
o'clock.
does, yes, and they do take donations for that, so
Nice.
if you can. And then Thursday at the Elks is stand-up comedy with Daniel Eachus. I hope I'm saying his name right, and that's at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Quite a production.
You're going to that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
A comedian that I'm kind of friends with, Rob Maybe, is opening up. So
fun.
I haven't seen him in probably a year, so I'm going to go
Awesome.
say what's up to him and Santos, of course.
Get
Fantastic.
some laughs going
Yeah.
on. Sounds like a great time. And then Friday, Sousa's Prescott Center for the Arts has Party Like It's 1924. And it's a Prescott speakeasy experience. So they say they're going to have hot jazz, live performances, and libations.
How fun.
And they have performances Friday through Sunday, so plenty of chances to check that out. And then Saturday at Finley Toyota Centers, the Northern Arizona Wranglers and the Vegas Nighthawks at 6 p.m.
That'll be fun.
Get there early to tailgate and do all the fun things.
Right, and
It's
they're
a
having
big deal.
Yeah, they're having a memorial for the coach David Moran
Oh,
that passed away last week
Heartbreaking.
before the game. So if you are
That-
planning on going to that game, make sure you do get there early because I guess that's going to start at 5:30.
A great tribute to
Yes.
him. Yes.
It's a fight for the last 2 playoff spots.
Oh, is it?
Between the Rattlers, the Wranglers, Vegas, and one more.
Oh,
We all
okay.
have around the same record. So it's coming down to
It's a
this
nail
last
biter.
game of the season.
Okay, this is the one. If you haven't gone to the Wranglers game yet this season, this is the one to go to.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Very
All right, check it out. And then back at the Elks Theater in the Crystal Hall on Saturday is a jazz journey, a Brazilian influence, and that starts at 7. And then Tuesday, Charlotte Hall, I just saw this. They're having a part of their summer series is a play called Charlotte Herself, and there's a local playwright and actor that I guess is very much like Charlotte, named Jody Drake.
Oh yes.
And it's Tuesday at 4:30 for the light reception. There's tickets available online, and after the reception, they'll have the performance, and it sounds like a lot of fun. So I
Yeah.
thought that was unique.
Well, if
and
people
wanted
don't
to-
know the history of Charlotte Hall
Yeah.
herself, this would be a great way to,
and
to learn that.
The greens look beautiful right now. It's a good time to get over to Charlotte Hall and support that, our local museums.
Wonderful. Any live music at the local watering holes?
Yes, of course. So the Birdcage has Scandalous Hands on Friday and Saturday. I always like to shout out the Lobby Bar at St. Michael's with their live piano on the weekend, and they have seasonal cocktail specials. Jersey Lily has Cassandra Long Band Friday and Saturday. Matt's has Sherry Rowe. And Whiskey River Tavern's always cranking it out with Groove Dogs on Friday. Saturday is Flashback. Sky Daddy Trio 90 Proof. So plenty going on over there. And then Sunday's Pearl Ridge. And the Windsock has Road 1 South. And that's on Friday. And Saturday is Swamp Poets and Friends, which sounds kind of fun.
It
and then,
does.
of course, their Sunday Blues Jam.
Fabulous.
Fun.
Fabulous. So now that all the tourists have left, all the locals can
We
head
can
back
reclaim
out.
our bar
Yeah,
stools and
exactly, and enjoy all that our
That's-
area has to offer over the weekend.
That's right, Lisa.
Wonderful. Kelly Tolbert with her midweek weekend preview. We love you. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming.
Oh, love you guys so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Stick around. Coming up, we have the ladies from the Luxury Prescott team at Realty One Group Mountain Desert. Elena Sandwick and Gwen Holloway will be in to talk about big mistakes sellers make that will impede the sale of their home. Lots of great tips with Elena and Gwen coming up next here on Leza Live. Right now, ladies, listen up. How are you feeling? Feeling like yourself? Not so much. Well, if you're dealing with the effects of hormonal imbalance, Prescott Women's Clinic has the solution with their bioidentical hormone replacement therapy. It's a natural and effective way to feel like yourself again. With locations in Prescott off of Willow Creek Road and Prescott Valley on Florentine Road, it's easy to get started. You just got to make that phone call, 928-778-4300. You can also schedule your appointment online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. Elena Sandwick and Gwen Holloway with the luxury Prescott team at Realty One Group Mountain Desert in studio with me again this morning. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello. Good
How's
morning.
summer going? You guys having some fun this summer? Are you working your fingers to the bone?
Yes and yes.
Yes and yes. A nice life-work
Yes.
balance,
Yeah,
right?
well, coming up. We'll have some balance here.
There you go. Well,
Yeah.
with real estate, you got
Yeah.
to take it while it's hot, right?
Well, I always say, when the big wave comes, grab your surfboard.
Right, for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
What's going on in the market right now? I mean, I see a lot of signs up, lots of inventory out there.
Inventory is definitely up.
Okay, yes.
Which is a good thing.
right.
So, and a lot of that inventory, luckily for us, is ours.
Yeah.
So we
Right.
are hopping.
You're hopping.
Yeah.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Tell me, with so much inventory out there on the market, are we going to see prices come down?
There's,
No.
I mean, there are corrections. I read an article where sellers still think it's 2022,
Right, right.
and buyers think it's 2008.
Yeah,
And we got to,
Find
no,
a
we're not.
happy
We're
medium.
not there.
right.
So we're not in 2022.
Yeah.
So people have to realize you can ask for a discount, or because a lot of times properties are overpriced.
Right, right.
But I mean, what you see for $1 million now
Yeah.
today, well, it's shocking.
Yes. We looked
From
at
10 years ago.
My kids are looking for a rental property in town. We looked at a 900 square foot home that the asking price was like $450, and this home was really old, needed everything,
Yes.
needed
Yes.
everything for
Yeah.
$450,000, 900 square feet. That's just like
Wow.
mind blowing,
It
And,
is.
and you haven't
Yeah.
opened walls yet,
right?
and you don't know what's behind the
Exactly.
walls.
Exactly.
as we have.
As you found.
Found.
Right, right. So, okay, so that's,
Yeah.
so people are just going to, if they're in the market, to just either, bite the bullet, like you say. What do you say? Marry the home, date the rate, something like that.
Well, another article that I read is that you really should buy now.
Yeah.
Because once the interest rates come down, they're predicting real estate prices to go up 8 to 10%.
Even more.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So
Well, and then
now,
there's more competition.
exactly. So
Okay.
just refi down, or ask the seller to buy down your rate.
Okay. Well, that's good advice.
Negotiate.
Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to talk this morning about big mistakes sellers make that will impede the sale of their home. Tell us. I'm sure there's a lot.
There are a lot.
Yes.
There are a lot. So let's start at the top.
Okay.
Okay. Well, we start prepping the house and we meet with the clients for photos. And a lot of times we see many collectibles, lots of plastic and silk plants everywhere. And it's their home. It's how they live. They love it.
Right.
Every picture frame, every knickknack. And let's see, we've seen collections of penguins to steins, what
Cameras,
and
Hummels, Yadros.
Yadros,
Right. Yes. People love their
Yes,
tchotchkes for
they do.
sure. Yes.
Yeah. And
So what do you recommend?
we recommend to start packing.
Right.
You know,
right.
and if you're not taking it with you, or you want to give it to family, have your family come and take all their belongings, as we've spoken on the show before.
Right.
But we got to get rid of it because we do not want to see all the decor. We're not selling the decor, we're selling the home.
Right.
And people will have like a big chest of drawers in front of a beautiful window. I'm like, you're hiding,
Right.
the architecture of the home, the features.
Yeah, you're not selling your design
No.
choices or
No.
your collectibles. You're selling your home,
And
so
yeah.
you have to remind people to stay focused.
And
How do
everyone is
people-
so different.
Yeah, and how do people respond when you
Well,
gently,
so-
kindly ask?
Are you kidding me? It'll look bare in here and empty, and everyone that comes in here is going to think I'm a horrible decorator. I'm like,
You've got to tiptoe very gently,
it's
right?
a tiptoe, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, can we just maybe these two items so that the traffic path, and sometimes we'll talk them into something because, kids could be coming through or people with a walker, you never know, and they could
Right.
knock something over.
Sure.
We
Right.
try.
Yeah.
And then we
Right.
go back and there's more stuff. And then we go, okay.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
ultimately have to do what they want
Some
to do.
people push
We
back.
do.
Yeah.
We do. And a lot of times, too, it depends why they're moving.
Right.
If they don't really want to move, if it's kind of a forced transition, then they're more resistant.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that's
they
just,
don't want to start packing
I
until
think
they
so.
absolutely
Yeah.
have to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to join the diplomatic corps after our real estate careers are over.
There you go.
Yeah.
I think that's a great idea. You guys would
love
be really,
that, yeah.
you'd be really good at it. Right. Well, what's another mistake that sellers are making?
Don't ask me to remove my pets during showings.
Are you kidding me?
No.
That's the first thing I would want to do, just for the pet's sake.
Well, there's, and no one loves pets more than the two of us.
Right.
I mean, as people know.
Right.
So,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
leaving pets, it's a big turnoff for buyers, and it's also stressful.
It's very
So
stressful.
when you walk into a house or we see it in the realtor notes and it says "Don't let out the cat," it is. We're a nervous wreck.
Right.
So and people, we want to hurry it up because we're afraid. Like, where's the cat? Where's the cat?
Right.
Not to mention any smells that are left behind or whatever.
Right.
So we're not suggesting that people hide the fact that they have pets.
Right.
Just don't leave them in the home while we're touring the home, so we can have the freedom to go in and out of doors and not worry. And plus that's got to be stressful for the pet.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yes,
Like I
very.
said, I'd be more worried about my pets saying, barking
Yeah.
at people, strangers coming in out of the house, and
Yes.
Well,
yeah,
and I mean, it can be in a kennel, maybe in a room.
Yeah.
So that because you have to assume everyone's going to open closet doors,
right.
garage doors.
Well, yeah, you're selling the house
and,
again.
Yes.
and as you talked about earlier on your show today,
Mm-hmm.
we have to take care of our pets, and it's too hot in the garage right now, or
Yes.
it's too hot, so you keep them in a little AC or
Mhm.
cooling area.
Or just,
Or take 'em.
put them in the car
And go for a
Go
drive.
for a drive.
Yeah.
Go get
Yeah.
a pup cup at Starbucks.
Put the lullaby tape in like I used to do with my kids.
Right.
Did I tell you about the house I was previewing? And I went into the garage, and the dogs were in a kennel, and they were barking at me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, because I was taking photos and video, and then all of a sudden I felt something go by my legs, and it was a kitten.
Oh,
And I look, and then the door's open and starts entering the house, and I look again. There's another kitten.
no
I'm
way.
like, and I'm allergic to cats. I'm like, so
What do I do?
I go in the house and I'm going. It's like, are the kittens supposed to be in the house or in the garage? And I was chasing kittens.
Yeah.
herding cats.
Hurting cats. as they
Exactly.
say.
It was
Wow. Add that
literally-
to your resume.
But they love me. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm allergic.
Right.
So they
wanna
came
be
to
on-
me. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's great advice. That's great advice. And I mean, it would be a no-brainer for me, but I could see where people would just be like, it's a hassle to take my pets out. Let you take care of the hassle instead.
Right.
Yeah.
Just don't let out the
Yeah,
cat.
no,
Yeah.
no, that's. I
the
don't want that.
kittens.
I don't want that job. I don't want that
No.
job. All right, coming up, more mistakes that sellers make that will impede the sale of their home. Coming up with Gwen and Elena. Right now, we know that everybody is busy. Time is so valuable, and that's why Pro Solutions Dental Group is here to make your life easier with same-day dental technologies. If you need a crown, boom, done. Cracked tooth, fixed in a flash. Their state-of-the-art equipment and expert team means that you can say goodbye to long waits and multiple appointments. Why put off your dental needs when you can get them taken care of today? Don't wait any longer. Call Pro Solutions Dental Group now and experience the convenience of same-day dental care. 928-776-1208 or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. It's Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA, chatting with the ladies from the Luxury Prescott team at Realty One Group Mountain Desert this morning. Elena Sandwick and Gwen Holloway sharing common mistakes that sellers make when choosing to sell their home. And so far we've touched on people not putting away their clutter. We've touched on people leaving their pets in the home when realtors are coming and going. Not a good idea. No. What else? What else can we talk about?
Well, sometimes the challenge is sellers don't want to sign. in their front yard.
Now, why not? They don't want their neighbors
I
to know they're
kn-
moving.
I
Or they don't want they don't want the looky loos.
That's what they
why?
think, you know.
Yeah.
And technically, people cannot trespass and be on your property or
Right.
walk around, and a realtor can't come without an appointment. So
Right.
you should have that privacy. And we add riders by appointment only sometimes if necessary.
Right.
But we've actually rarely had any situations. But people don't realize is that so many neighbors, you know, they have walking groups and, you know, they're driving by or, and it's also jumping that hurdle from realizing this is not going to be my home anymore. This is a product I'm selling.
Right.
And so understanding and getting past that so it's less emotional.
Sure.
And so, you know, for an example, there was a house we sold in a very historic neighborhood, and it was a drive-by. You know, they drove by.
That's
I
right.
happened to be running in to check on the house, and they're like, "Can we see this? We just love this street." And I showed them in. They bought it.
Right.
They bought it, but
So if
they
there
they
was
would
no
not have
sign,
known. No,
yes.
and they were just visiting
Missed
from out of town.
opportunities.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
on Country Club. That one.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then you know we just missed one on another historic street.
Right.
Right.
And
Signs
so,
are important, I would think.
well, and we have, I think it's like Elena was saying, there's that psychological component that's so important. So we have I have an example. We have our listing out on Tano, which is way the heck out. The 36 acres,
The ranch.
the ranch.
Okay.
They were adamant, no sign. No
Really?
sign. No sign.
Okay.
No one ever drives by here. You know, we're out in the middle of nowhere. That we don't want a sign.
Right.
So we kept suggesting, every month or so,
Right.
can we try the sign?
Yeah,
Just
let's
try it
see.
for a little while. Just see.
Right.
Pretty please.
Right.
Sign went up.
Yeah.
And someone came
Mm-hmm.
and said, well, we were here a month ago. We really, but we bought something else.
We didn't think this
we
was for
didn't
sale.
think this was for sale. If we had seen your sign, we would have, stopped and looked at this one as
Sure.
well.
Mm-hmm.
So, they apologized to us. Said,
And
"You
now
were
there's a
right."
sign, right?
And now there's a sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because people do, people still, let's take a drive.
Yeah.
Let's go for a drive.
Right.
And then you see that sign, and then you're on your phone, and you can look up information.
Right.
But if
Right.
that sign's not there, you're not going to know.
Right. Well,
So
in this community, word of mouth is a huge thing, Hey,
Absolutely.
Gwen, my neighbors are moving. Move in, be my neighbor,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So, yeah, I could see the benefits of having a sign. All
Absolutely.
right. That is
Oh,
a
yeah.
mistake not to make.
Right.
What else? What other mistakes do people make?
This is a big one.
Yeah.
So occasionally we have sellers who insist they do not want us to hold an open house.
Now, they don't want people in their home.
They don't want a bunch of strangers milling through their home, and they don't want the neighbors coming in and poking around and looking through their home.
Okay.
I mean, okay, understandable, but
Yeah.
as we were talking about before, you've got to make that mental shift. This is no longer your home.
Right. It's a product.
This is a house. It's a house for sale. It's a product. So, if you had a car for sale, you wouldn't say, I don't want any strangers coming to look at my car,
Right.
because there it will sit.
They're potential buyers. They're not strangers at that point.
So,
and
yeah.
You're going to sell it to a stranger most
Right.
likely.
I know, like, most likely anybody
Right.
coming in your house is going to be a stranger.
Yes.
So,
Just have to change that mindset.
you have to. And, the thing about open house events, well, you've been to ours.
I love going to open houses, even when I'm not in the market.
Yes.
It's fun.
It is
and
fun.
it's a more relaxed viewing environment.
Yes.
You can mill around, talk to other people. In our case, we have
snacks and beverages.
beverages. And it's just
Prosecco.
it's like a party.
Right.
And you can go sit out in the backyard, on the Adirondack chair, say, or whatever, and just really get the vibe much better than if you have a scheduled showing for, an hour and you're looking at your watch, our time is up.
Right.
So there's that benefit.
Yes.
There's also the benefit it's more convenient a lot of times for potential buyers because they don't want to call their agent and make an appointment. They would just like to see, are we even interested in this?
Right.
So there's that part of it too. Neighbors, it's great for neighbors
It
to
is
tour.
great. Yes.
Because, like you were saying, a lot of times they have friends or family that are interested in the neighborhood, and they go tour through and like, oh my God, you got to come see this house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and lastly, contrary to popular belief, open house events are not simply held for us to get more potential buyers. That's not the case.
Okay.
They truly help us sell the home.
They truly help us sell the home. And we've had several instances where people have walked in and those are our buyers.
And a specific example,
Yes.
we thought, oh, okay, we had a great open house, quite a few neighbors.
Yeah.
And this was a great house because the neighbors had 12 cameras in the home. They literally grabbed a cocktail
Yeah.
and some popcorn
Right.
and watched the show. And
Love
like,
it.
"Oh, that nosy neighbor, I can't believe they just said that about our house. Because some people were like, oh, our house is better than that house. And then, so as we're wrapping up and we're cleaning up, Gwen and I usually take our time. Maybe we sit down and
we
reminisce and have
or
a drink.
Have a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a beverage.
You have a beverage and kind of, reminisce about who came through. And all of a sudden we get this little knock on the door.
Somebody came back.
No, a first time.
Oh,
They're,
first-
oh,
you
is it
still
over?
here?
Is it over?
Ah.
And all the lights were off. And we're like, of course you can come in. We'll show you the home. Turn the lights back on.
Yeah.
They bought it.
They bought the house.
They bought it, fell in love with
Love
it,
it.
made it happen.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and they were just driving by and saw the sign.
Saw the
Sign.
sign. Love how
That's
that
what it
goes right
takes.
back.
Yeah.
Yes. What else? Is there anything else
I
that you
know.
want to suggest people not do when selling their home?
Please be flexible. It
Okay.
is very stressful. I mean, I remember selling our home, 14 years ago. I had 2 young kids, 2 dogs.
Yeah.
And we'd like to show it in an hour. I'm like, okay. And it required, hunting dogs. So I had to do a quick mop on the floor, laundry in the basket,
Right,
dishes. And especially when you have kids. And
Sure.
I loaded everyone up in the same car.
Right.
And we took off.
Yeah.
But so it is very inconvenient to have your home on the market. We understand that.
Right.
And we help as much as we can.
Sure.
But you have to be flexible because, that one person driving by and says they instantly happen to be out of town. I love this house. I would love to see it.
Right.
And if you say no, that could be your buyer.
Right.
And residential homes are emotional.
Sure.
And so that's what you want to capture on. This
Yeah.
is, it's not a commercial purchase.
Right. I guess, do you sit down with your sellers and have a conversation about thinking and not being emotional, getting into the mindset where this is a product, this is no longer a personal thing, this is something, and the more flexible and the more you can do, the better chance you're going to
Exactly.
have to sell it for the price you want.
Yes.
And so if people can wrap their head around that.
And sometimes it's that impromptu buyer.
Right.
And so we just had one of our listings in Stone Ridge get a call. I'd like to see this. And they didn't have an agent. And so I said, when?
Yeah.
Now. Well,
Yeah.
but we made it happen
Right.
within a reasonable time,
Absolutely.
same day.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be there.
Yeah.
Just give me a phone. I got to drive out there. So,
Right.
but it was so easy, and that's our buyer.
Yeah. Amazing.
So you cannot say no.
Right. Be flexible.
Oh,
Be
yes,
flexible.
because that
Right.
could be your perfect buyer.
And you
Right.
can, you can set parameters that
Sure.
you can try to stick to. But yeah, every once in a while, you just need to bend a little bit on that.
Those are all great tips, you guys.
Yes.
I appreciate it. We're talking with Elena Sandwick and Gwen Holloway, the luxury Prescott team at Realty One Group Mountain Desert this morning. Coming up on the other side, will you share some of your beautiful listings with us and tell us when we can see them?
Yes.
All right, stick around for that here on Leza Live coming up.
Thank you.
And we're back. Final segment of Leza Live on a Wednesday morning. We're chatting with Elena and Gwen from the Luxury Prescott team at Realty One Group Mountain Desert this morning. And you have some listings that you'd like to share.
Oh, yes. We'll start with, we have 2 townhomes in Hacienda. Fabulous lock and leave, especially if you're a golfer, mountain biker, hiker. You're next to all the trails. So one of them is 665 Cross Creek, and that's 3354 square feet. It does have 3 levels. Phenomenal views of the fifth fairway, and you can even kind of razz everyone putting on the 5th green. So that's
fun.
Yeah, that's fun. Or provide drinks. That's really fun too.
Right.
Yeah,
Gwen's done that for us before.
Yeah, I know. So it's fabulous. And then we have another one on 1940 Lazy Meadow Lane, and that's a 3-bedroom, 4-bath. Has an elevator. $23.96, and it has a very gorgeous private garden patio with its own fireplace and built-in barbecue.
Oh, it sounds fabulous.
Very quaint. Again, lock and leave, so easy if
Right.
you want a summer home up here or a second home,
Yeah.
or just an easier lifestyle.
Any open houses for these 2 townhomes?
Yes, coming up on Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Yes, both townhomes will have an open house on Sunday.
Okay, what time? I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. I think starting maybe hopefully 11.
11. Okay, fabulous. What else?
Well, we have the Mount Vernon home, which is just absolutely amazing.
Which home is it? I'm trying to think.
306 South Mount Vernon.
Okay.
It's been fully renovated.
Yeah.
So it is move-in ready. Everything from electrical to plumbing to flooring to all of the appliances. It's just spectacular.
Oh, I'm sure.
And it has a 3-car garage that's accessible from the alley, so super private. It has this beautiful outdoor little fire pit area in the back, and it's fenced in. So, if you have dogs, you can let them go. It's just, it's the perfect combination of this historic feel, but modern conveniences. So
I love it. It would
I
be so hard
know.
for me to be a realtor because I'd want every home.
I could easily live in the Mount Vernon home.
Oh
It is
man,
fabulous.
it is just,
Yeah.
and it's historic. You've got that beautiful
How big is it?
street. It's just under 2,000 square feet.
Okay, so not huge.
And you have
Yeah, so-
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, walk to downtown.
Right.
I mean, when I think of Prescott, I think of Mount Vernon.
Yes.
So that one's for sale.
Is there an open house at the Mount Vernon one?
No.
No, but you can call and make an appointment.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Very good.
Yes.
Okay.
And then we have a new listing out on Antelope Hills Golf Course.
Oh, okay.
On Golf Links Drive.
All right.
And this was an area I was not that familiar with, but this house is at the end of the cul-de-sac, and it has water and golf course views.
Oh,
which,
wow.
How often do you get that? A water view in Prescott, right? And it's priced at $850,000, just
Okay.
under 2,000 square feet,
Uh-huh.
single level. So it would be a fabulous home, either for primary home or a vacation home.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, golfers, listen up.
All right.
What
So
else?
another one in Hacienda, 2236 Golf Club Lane. Gorgeous mountain luxury.
Yeah.
So it's stunning, and it's 5422 square feet, but it includes a casita with a little kitchenette,
Wow.
view of Thumb Butte,
Yeah.
and then
Is it move-in ready,
gorgeous
too?
black walnut flooring.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's stunning.
Oh,
yes,
stunning.
move-in ready, and then
Yeah.
a party room
I'm
downstairs. with
salivating, Elena. Salivating.
wine cellar, over 1,000 bottle wine cellar, gorgeous mesquite bar,
Okay.
and then a movie room,
A movie.
a complete theater. It's
Wonderful.
With the
stunning.
popcorn machine.
Okay, so if you want to see any of these listings, you need to contact Elena and Gwen. How do they do that?
Well, they can call us at 928-487-0944.
Okay.
Yes, they can go to our website, www.luxuryprescott.com.
Or email us at Gwen@or Elena@luxuryprescott.com.
Fantastic. Thank you for the great
Thank
information
you.
this morning.
Yeah, it's fun to see you.
All right. Great to
Stay
see you as
cool.
well.
Stay
That's
cool.
right. Thank
Yep.
you for joining us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Thanks.